Hey there, good afternoon, good evening. It is Wednesday. It is Write It Out Wednesday. Welcome to another episode. I am Valerie McDowell, your writer, editor, author, book coach, and consultant. It is the first Wednesday of July. It is also the day after July 4th. And so Write It Out Wednesday is the day we come on to put you back at the top of your writing list. We know lots of things can happen in the course of a week or a month or so. And sometimes those writing projects get pushed back across the line. And I've got all these little dots from the light coming in. So you'll have to excuse that. It's like, it's just from the shade. I had to close it. But anyway, it's like, but I'm live. So let's do this. So again, today I work with writing and time challenged clients, helping them get their stories told, their books published, and their dreams fulfilled. And since late 2019, 2020, I have helped over 43 authors get to publish, including 3 of my own books. So that's 40 plus. And we've had over 100 plus students go through my online course. So I just want to thank you because tomorrow actually is our 4th anniversary of Write It Out. So we've been doing this since July of 2019. So I want to thank you all for sharing, for coming along, for joining me, and for just being a part of allowing me to bring my services to you, helping you to tell the stories that have been in your heart, your mind, and your soul, some for decades, and some, an idea just sparked from something you were doing or something you were a part of, whether it was your education, your experience, or your expertise. And so we've been able to bring it to life. And I'm just so proud of all the authors who have been able to, come to me, that I've been able to help, that I get to do this. I get to be a part of your life, a part of your stories by helping you bring them to life. And so tonight, I want to talk about why we should celebrate and support others. Like in this world where, we just came off of celebrating the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. And so that was what July 4th was about. We know we just celebrated Juneteenth, which was the official notice to slaves in Texas that they were free because somebody didn't tell them. But anyway, we'll save that for another topic. But nonetheless, so, and when it comes to celebrating and supporting others, I think it's important that we do that, that there are so many people out here who are in those places of, that they should have done something, they were just about ready to do something, but they didn't have any support. And so support is critical, that as we talk about even different topical issues of our day, with the elimination of affirmative action in education, in higher education, that for many students that was a way for them to get the support that they were not getting in their hometowns, in their schools or communities that didn't have the resources, that other schools and communities did have. And so, and also when it comes to support and even celebrating others, we also live in a world where things like throwing shade, trolling people, but not commenting, you're just looking to see what they're doing, but you're never going to celebrate, put a like, or even share or celebrate what they're doing. Or, you just, don't support other people, that those things can take on a life of its own and it can make you feel some kind of way about it. But I am here to say that celebrating and supporting others is as good for you as it is for the people that you support. And so whether it's a birthday, an anniversary, a new business venture, a trip, lots of people are traveling. Yesterday was one of the busiest holiday travel times, last 4 days, because the holiday was on a Tuesday. So people started on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and some just coming back today. So they've had quite a few days to travel. And so, celebrating, like, one of the people that I'm in community with, has been in Italy, and I have been there, but she's gone somewhere I haven't been in Italy. So, just celebrating, like, oh my God, like, it's wonderful. Thank you for sharing your pictures. I get to experience it with you, and just lots of wonderful things about that. So I'm excited about that. And then, also that celebrating and supporting others can be a game changer in your life, because you don't know if by just supporting someone, and I've been sending out messages, I've been sharing with people emails, different things, because I have a new book that's out. And just like when my clients have new books out, I support them. I always tell them, I'm going to buy your book at the retail price on the platform that we're selling it at. I'm not trying to get the side price. I'm going to pay full price because I want to support you. I want to support your numbers. I want you to get the reviews and everything. And so that's part of what we do. That when you're in community with people, when you see people making steps, going in directions, doing new things, trying new things, support them. Just like you would support your kids, just like you want support. Support and celebrate other people. And like I said, we have gotten to the place where we're at 43 books, and that's such a milestone that, I was like, oh my God, like just a few years ago, I just had one. And now we're up to 43. Like it took me a long time to write the one, and to be able to now have written 3 of my own, I've got 2 in the works, and celebrate 40 other people and writing their books. I think that's pretty good. So it's like, yeah, we're going to do a little patting right there, because it's like we're celebrating these things along the way. And so I want to say to you that I have 5 reasons why we support and celebrate each other. Okay. Because I want to make sure that you kind of get this lodged in your spirit, because I want you to be the kind of person that when you hear good news, or when you hear someone's trying something new, or they're going somewhere, or they have a new book out, you support them. Because just like, I don't know how many Girl Scout cookies I bought, how much paparazzi jewelry I have bought, all kinds of things that I have supported. A lot of times the minute, kids get right in school, the first week or two, they're selling something, so whether it's popcorn or pottery or this or that, it's like celebrate the people in your life, celebrate the people in community you're with, so that when it's your turn, they can celebrate you, because even like if you have a big event, like you're getting married, or, it's an anniversary or something like that, you want people to celebrate you. So make the effort, that often we blow money on all kinds of other things. And so celebrating the people, either with your presence or with a few dollars, is going to go a long way than you not showing up or saying anything. And so, like I said, many people spend a lifetime almost doing something because they don't have support. We don't want you to be in that club. We don't want you to start out and never finish, or to get going and never finish. And of course, I have talked to many people who have come to me, they started their books, or they work with other people, or they somehow put it back on the shelf for years. And so I'm happy, like I said, to say that I've been able to help 43 people get those books off the shelves into your hands and onto a platform that they can sell. And so it has absolutely been a joy to do this. It taps into the gifts, the talents, the interests even that I have to hear about stories, to celebrate history. I was watching Lackawanna Blues the other day. It's one of those movies that no matter how many times I watch it, like from scratch, which is on Netflix now, Lackawanna Blues on YouTube now. But at those moments, I'm still going to cry. It's like I could see it 50 times. I'm still going to cry at the end when they're pinning money on mama. I'm still going to cry when, the character goes through their situations. I'm holding back for those who haven't seen it, but there's just a lot that a story will do for you. And so, like I said, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should support and celebrate each other. So number 1, it creates success, okay? It breeds success. When we support each other's growth, we create this collaborative atmosphere where ideas can flourish and innovation thrives. When you share your knowledge, your skills, your experience, you collectively can help other people overcome their challenges and so achieve tremendous success. It's like, so why do you support each other? Because it helps them achieve success. It's like when you support someone, when you say, you know what, I think it would be better this way. How about have you looked at it this way? And you help make that idea better, stronger, more resilient, even to, what it might have to deal with, what that product, that idea, that book, that, plan that you have, what it might do later. So that's number 1. Number 2, why should you support and celebrate others? It builds a network of trust. When you have this community, this collective of people who, no matter what you do, they're going to support you. It's sort of like, for some families, it's just like you doing the piano recital, I'm going to be there. You're playing the horn. I know I've heard that tune 750,000 times, but the show is tonight. We're going to see it, and it's just like, we don't outgrow that. We still need support. We still need people clapping and in our corners. And most of all, we need you. Clap for yourself. Make sure you are cheering yourself along, because every step you move in the direction of purpose, in the direction of your goals, in the direction of the things that you have an interest or affinity for, when you move, it's like celebrate it. It's like you're further than you were yesterday. you're definitely further than you were a month ago or a year ago. So celebrating those steps along the way is key to you moving forward. Okay. And even building that trust. So number 2 was about building trust. So when you celebrate and support other people, you help build trust in them. They start trusting their instincts. They start trusting that that idea was good, and they'll have more. And they'll be willing to risk more to be able to share with you, because sometimes you don't tell other people what you're doing because you don't want to hear any negativity about it, as opposed to when you are generally supporting and celebrating other people. They will trust you that even if you have a comment or a critique about something they're doing, they're more apt to listen to you because they trust you, because they know that you support them. It's only for people who don't support you where you're like, I'm not listening to that, because they don't have a history of supporting you with other things you've done. You may have supported them, but if they haven't supported you, then there's no trust that you're going to believe that what they're saying, even if it's going to help you, that you may not necessarily receive it. So build that trust early, support people, celebrate them as they go along, even if it's little steps. If somebody was just going left in so many different directions, but you see them going the right way now, they're on the right path now, cash app them some lunch money, say, hey, I see you. I see you out there. Do something that's going to encourage their heart for them to stay on that path, And so that's one way that you can do that. And so that was 2. Number 3, you gain diverse perspectives and learning when you celebrate and support others, because everybody brings unique experiences, perspectives, and expertise. I shared that in an article I posted to LinkedIn, how about celebrating differences equals freedom. That when we are free to be ourselves, that when we're free to walk out the gifts, the purpose, the plan, even that God has for our life, then that's freedom. You don't feel stilted. You don't feel stymied by, the kind of blocks and boxes that people want to keep you in, because they only see you one way, and you do something different. They're like, she can do that, or he can do that. And it's just like, you can do lots of things, but when you're celebrated along the way, when you're supported along the way, that these are ways that you are able to gain a different perspective in learning. Like, I love to travel, and I love to travel in certain groups sometimes because I hear different perspectives. When I remember when I went to Greece, and we had a lot of people from Minnesota, and it was funny because their accent is so strong. And so one lady, she was just hilarious, and we had a great time. But just hearing her speak was just like, go ahead, say that again, and it's just like, that when you hear these kinds of things, it helps you learn. It's like, tell me about your town or your city that you live in. And, found out she's a hairdresser, and that's how she met this other person. And, it became a great big community that we're still in connection with even today. That we see something, we hear about the other person, maybe traveling to somewhere else or doing something different. We put a like in there. We share with someone else. It's like, hey, I know someone else who's there. So when you do that, then you're able to share and support other people in a way that helps them to keep moving forward. So that was 3. Number 4, when you celebrate and support others, you're empowering others, okay? You are giving them, it's sort of like, to encourage is to put courage back. To empower means to put the power back in. Sometimes people's power is stripped from life, from situations, from circumstances. They don't feel that they have the power to do what they want to do. That we live sometimes in a place where they don't want you to have access to something. They don't want you to know something. They don't want you to be able to understand and comprehend something in a way that's for your good. And so people try to strip you of power. But the thing is, when you support other people, when you celebrate someone's history, someone's background, someone's challenges even, support them in having to overcome the things that they have, then you help them to move forward in life. When we support and uplift others in their journey toward growth, we create or foster an environment of empowerment. And that, empowers our peers. It creates a positive ripple effect, and it enhances our own personal and professional growth. The success of others becomes our own success. Like, I am so excited when my clients publish their books. It's like, I've got we published 6 books in 6 months this year, but because 5 of them aren't ready for launch, so I'm talking about mine. I was like, I can't wait to celebrate them, because though I've been a part of the journey all along, it's still exciting when that actual physical book comes out. So when a book comes out, it's like when it's out, it's like I have lots of copies here, I got a whole box. And so when those copies come out, then you are excited, and you want people to be excited for you because you've worked hard. This is something, it may not be the, epitome of everything that you know and have done, but it's another step along that path that, okay, I can check off. I've written another book, I've published another book, or I've done another project, I completed this marathon, I cleaned my closet, whatever it is, let's celebrate and applaud these things. And then finally, number 5, that when you celebrate and support others, it creates a culture of support. Now there are other people that if you reach out to them, they're going to be like, got you. I just got some messages popping up on my screen of people who are like, hey, I saw your book. I'm getting it. I'm getting a copy. So thank you. I appreciate you. But it's like, but when they do something, I'm going to celebrate it too. I'm going to post about it. I'm going to let somebody know, hey, y'all need to go there. Are you in South Carolina? Are you in Atlanta? Are you in Seattle? Are you in South Carolina? Where are you? Support these people. That's what we need to do. And so it creates a culture that people around you will know, like, well, you're going. It's like, hey, so-and-so's doing something, you going? Of course. They're in a play, they're doing a show, they're singing, are you going? Support. And that's how we're able to help other people move forward, because you don't want to be known as the person that supports other people and they never support you or your children or your family, because then that's a little lopsided and you might need to find another culture to be a part of. But you want it to be where that it's an expected thing. If they're doing something, I'm going. And it doesn't outgrow you. Like I said, like you don't want to just support your kids when they're young and in school. When they're in a spelling bee, or when they're in a fashion show, or when they're doing something, they're in a play or something like that. You want to support them. And the thing is, we are here to support them throughout their lives. It's like parenting doesn't end. I have grown kids, and parenting doesn't end. You still are concerned about them. You still care. You still want to support them. You still want to celebrate them and every stage of their life. So that's what we're doing, right? So, these are 5 ways that you can celebrate and support people. So I am Valerie McDowell, your writer, editor, author, book coach, and consultant. I work with writing and time challenged clients, helping them get their stories told, their books published, and their dreams fulfilled. And if you have a book that you want to get started on, or you put it on a shelf, you want to get it redone, you need it edited, you need it published, whatever stage you're in, we can take that and make it work. That I'm proud of the work that we do. We have some of the best covers I've ever seen. Like, I'm very proud of the people that work on my team, because they are just as creative as I am, that they have an eye for design, that layout, like every part of the process works. And so I'm excited that I get to work with these wonderful people who are all over the world. I love the being able to work from home or work from anywhere, kind of community that I built, because I'm pretty much working with people in 28 states, I think, at this point. And so that's amazing to me. Like, many I've never met, but yet I feel close to them, that we can talk about things. We can just reach out and call, or they can say, hey, I saw you, or you're doing this, or good luck with that. Like I'm stepping into film, and it's like I got a short film done. I'm taking producing class, taking directing class. And it's just like, I have this amazing teacher. I'll be posting more about her soon. For those of you who are interested, I just shared someone's information about that too. But the thing is, it's just like, we have to celebrate and support others, because it's just like the same way you would want that support for you, let's do it for someone else. We don't have to be stingy. We can lavish it on them. We can tell them, you know what, that's great. And when you develop trust, like, our second point talked about, it's like, even if they need a little tweaking, you will have the right to say that to them, because you've developed trust. And so that's all I have for you tonight. And I'm excited also that I'll be posting that tomorrow's a big day. Some of you have already gotten some information about this, but there's going to be a special price on this book on tomorrow. So you want to get it. You want to get it before it goes back up. Power to Excel. See my name? That's me on the cover. Oh my God. Yes. Shout out to Penny Green for always taking great shots of me. And so if you need a photographer, see, I know plenty of people. They can do amazing. So she's in the DMV. For those of you who are in here, you need a photographer. We shout out Penny Green. And so yeah, that's it. That's what I got for you. It's Write It Out Wednesday. This is what we're writing out. We're writing out how to celebrate and support other people, because this is what we do. This is the culture. This is the community that we're building, where we celebrate and support others. I have amazing people writing wonderful books about their lives, about their expertise, about their experience, about their history, about their families, about so many different topics. We've got medical students coming out. We've got a treasury, retired treasury, how to get your money right. She's got 9 strategies for you. So many different books that we have in our arsenal now that you definitely want to check it out. I'm going to have to do an event where we just bring all the books, and try to see how many of the people we can get. I think that would be a great event. So I'm Valerie McDowell. And until I see you next time, have a great week. Keep writing. All right. See ya.